It is, of course, a nice one to have one of the champions and, of course, the most outstanding athlete in the females category of the just concluded first National Judo Championship in Port Harcourt. Enku Ekuta joins us this morning. Good morning to you. Welcome to In the Game.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
All right. You won your category in the just concluded first National Judo Championships and also emerged as the most outstanding player in the women's category. First, your take on what went down in Rivers State.
Preparation stage was not that fun, and I won the most outstanding female judoka, which was also a very huge honor because I wasn't expecting it. And this preparation is towards the African Games, where we've been promised to be camped for Ghana 2024.
All right. Looking at what is happening at the moment, it seems at this point in time, the Judo Federation really, did have this on time to have athletes or judokas go to camp. For you, how much of this, the competition you just participated in and the camping, will it be for you going into the African Games, knowing fully well that you have top opponents in other countries, especially from the West African region and the East African region?
For me, they say if you prepare well, you'll get a good result. So for me, I think it's an early one. It started early, and I think I'm going to, by God's grace, come up tops at the All African Games.
All right, come up tops at the African Games. And looking at the African Games, for judo, it's not been a good one in terms of the participation, even at the Olympics. We've not had to see judokas come up again. I remember your mother also won a medal at the African Games. What would be that big achievement for you in the African Games? What do you hope to achieve when you go to Ghana, to compete in the world of judo?
Winning a gold medal again, because it's been a while Nigeria won a gold medal at the All African Games. So I would be happy if I win a gold medal again at the All African Games. So making two records, mother and daughter winning gold medals at the All African Games.
Okay, now let's look at the challenge for you as an athlete preparing for these games. What do you think is the challenge you face that is really that may affect your preparation, going to these games?
So the Nigerian Judo Federation said they were going to camp from January 20th to 4th February. I don't know what will happen because the game starts March 8th to 23rd of March. So I don't know what will happen between that time space that they call us out from the camp. I think we should already be in camp because the All African Games is like a big event. So I think we should already be in the camp and preparation should already be made. Not putting us in camp and taking us out of camp again. For me, it's not a proper thing to do. So I feel camping the athletes, training them for a long period of time will actually be good for us towards the preparations. So that's the challenges I'm facing because we do not really have sponsors to sponsor the event. Our president is really doing a good job. Like he's really trying.
All right, but of course, you've talked about the federation angle and having to stay in camp and then come out of camp. Now, we've had campings in Nigeria for sports federations. They go into camp and they say, yes, they're preparing for a party for the African Games. But do you think it's enough to just compete amongst yourself, considering that you would definitely face, opponents from other African countries? Don't you think, to have other athletes or go for, a quick one or two to have to compete with other African athletes before the African Games would have helped, prepare you guys better than, going to compete amongst yourselves in camp?
Our president is working towards that because we've been registered for the Portugal competition that's taking place next year, January. So I think he wants to take us out for tournaments in January, then prepare us towards the games. So
all right.
To also go for a little bit of African Opens to also test our skills.
All right. Okay. And before I let you go, now, when we talk about the families of Ekuta, we'll definitely talk about your mom, and even your dad also does judo. And so far, so good. You are still close to meeting that record set by your mom, who went to the Olympics in 2004. Now, the Olympics is next year in Paris. What are your chances of making the Paris 2024 Olympics?
They are very slim. because we've not attended a lot of qualifiers. So it will be by God's grace I qualify. Because you have to, in judo, you have to attend series of qualifiers to actually qualify for the Olympics. And the bad thing here is that the All African Games is not a qualifying event in the sport of judo. So apart from the All African Games, I need to attend more qualifiers in order to qualify for the Olympics next year.
All right. Thank you very much, Enku Ekuta, for your time. We can only wish you well, and hopefully one day we'll get to see you on the podium of at the world stage, and of course the African Games. Congratulations to you ahead, and thank you very much for joining us this morning.